Okay, so boys and girls, what we need is our words of the week sheet. We are going to talk about our final 4 words today. So, the first word we're going to talk about is mushy. Everybody say that, mushy. Mushy. So something that is mushy is soft and squishy. Soft and squishy. And that's an adjective because it describes a noun. So my mom poured the mushy peas into a bowl. I like mushy chocolate pudding. Yummy. Something that is mushy is soft. Mud is mushy. Oatmeal is mushy. Can you think of things that are mushy? What else is mushy?
Sometimes bread is a little mushy.
Yeah, sometimes bread could be a little mushy. Yes?
Guacamole.
Guacamole is mushy for sure. Logan?
Bananas.
Bananas could be mushy. When you have mushy bananas, you can make banana bread with them. Ethan, what else is mushy?
Blueberries.
Soft blueberries can be mushy, right? Now, what words do you think can be antonyms for mushy? What could be an antonym for mushy? That would be the opposite of mushy. Ivy?
Smooth.
Smooth? I don't know, smooth. I don't know if smooth is necessarily an opposite, yes? Something's not mushy, it would be hard. That would be a good one. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. On our sheet, we're going to write the word mushy. So in our next spot, oh, I don't want it to be white though, or yellow, I want it to be white. I'm going to change my color. And we are going to write mushy, M-U-S-H-Y. And then we're going to write the definition. Soft and squishy. Soft and squishy. Okay? Soft and squishy. So let's write that. Soft and squishy.
Can I get my water bottle?
Not right now, you can't. Okay? Now here's our next word. This is the word usual. Everybody say usual.
Usual.
Usual is an adjective. And usual means the way you do something the most often. So the way you do something the most often is the usual way. So it is usual for Juan to brush his teeth each morning before school. It is usual. Now, the usual way we start our morning is by doing SSM and SST. That is our usual start to the morning. My usual morning breakfast is Cheerios. At least lately, that's what it's been. Can anybody else use usual in a sentence for me? Could you use usual in a sentence for me? Olive?
The usual game I play with my friends is Mushy on the wood chips.
Very nice. Teddy?
My usual Saturdays is playing football.
Very nice. Jensen?
My usual breakfast is anything that is in the pantry or the freezer.
Very nice. Yes.
I usually go to the sports after school.
Usually is a form of usual, right? You added ly. You added a suffix onto it. Very good. Yes.
I usually read.
I usually read. Yes. Agreed.
When I usually get home from school, I usually do my homework.
I usually do my homework. Okay. Very nice. So what is a word that means the same thing as usual? Usual. What's a synonym? A word that might mean the same thing as usual. Teddy?
Every day.
Every day. Okay, that means the same thing. What, can you think of a word that means, that's an antonym, that means the opposite? Yes?
You do it most. You do it
Often would be a synonym for usual. How about a word that means opposite, an antonym? We want an antonym.
unusual.
Logan?
Unusual.
Unusual. Unusual, yes. Not usual, yes.
Never.
Never. Those would be some good antonyms. Very good. Very nice job. So now we're going to write that. We're going to write usual. USUAL. And we're going to write the way that is something, the way something is done most often. The way something is done most often. Usual. So let's get that down there. I'll give you a minute to write that or so. Okay? Now here is an interesting word. This is the word bilingual. Who could say, let's all say bilingual.
Bilingual.
Now people who are bilingual can speak two languages. Because B-I at the beginning of this word means two. So bilingual. So if you are bilingual, it means you can speak two languages. So the new student is bilingual, speaking English with us at school and speaking Korean with her family at home. Bilingual. Is there anybody in here who is bilingual, who speaks two languages? Olive, what do you speak?
I can kind of speak French too.
Oh, are you fluent in French, speaking like lots of French?
Kind of.
Oh, kind of. Very interesting. Yes, Teddy.
My dad can speak Spanish and English.
Spanish and English. Cool. So he is bilingual. Jensen?
I can only look at book and I have Korean ham, but it's in Italian.
Okay, but unless you can really speak it, then you're not bilingual. A person who's bilingual can really speak both languages. Like, who knows Santiago in the other class? You all know Santiago. He is bilingual because at his house they speak Spanish at home. Okay? So he speaks Spanish and English. So he's an example of someone who is bilingual. Okay? Now, so here's my sentence. Santiago from the other class is bilingual. Mrs. Tapia Morris is bilingual. She speaks English and Spanish. Now, what are some words that come to mind when you hear the word bilingual? What words come to mind? Yes?
I think of like bees and beehives or something.
What do you think of?
Like bees and beehives.
You think of bees and beehives? Okay. What do you think of?
I think of books.
You think of books. I think it is very handy to be bilingual because it's good to speak more than one language, right, Mikey? Yes, it is. And it's always easier to learn languages when you're younger. So now we're going to write the word bilingual. Here's bilingual. And we're going to write there, be able to speak two languages. anyone still writing? Okay, give you another 30 seconds or so. Okay, I think we're all ready. We have one more word. I'm going to go to the next page. Let's see that one up. And I have the word mismatched. Mismatched. Things, and this is an adjective, and things that are mismatched do not fit or belong together. Now you shouldn't be writing anything yet, so I'd rather you work. So things that are mismatched do not fit or belong together. Carla loves wearing mismatched socks to school each day. And here's my sentence. One day my daughter wore mismatched shoes to church. That's a true story. She did. Now, can you think of any synonyms for the word mismatched? Can you think of any synonyms for the word mismatched? Yes.
Matched.
That would be the same thing. So is matched and mismatched the same thing, a synonym for each other? No. Can you think of words that mean the same thing as mismatched? Alice?
Opposites.
Opposites, okay. That sounds good. What do you think, Teddy?
Different.
Different. Okay. How about an antonym? What was yours, Libby, again? The word you used, I think, was an opposite. So what word did you say?
Matched.
Matched. So matched would be the opposite of mismatched. Can anybody think of another one? Olive, or not Olive, Ivy?
Not up.
What was it?
I
Can't,
don't remember.
you don't remember. Logan?
Mischief.
What is it?
Mischief.
Mischief?
Yeah.
Mischief means getting in trouble. So I don't think that has to do with mismatched though. Okay, mismatched. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to write mismatched. And then we're going to write our definition, which is things that do not fit or belong together. Things that do not fit or belong together. So that is our definition. Libby, put your mask on, please. Okay. Now I'm going to hold up a card. We're going to read all of our cards. Okay. So let's read all of our cards. Are we ready?
Yes.
Nice loud voices, as loud as you can through a mask.
Clash. Subjects. Sponges. Weekend.
By Bilingual. Everybody say it.
Bilingual. Usual. Mushy. Mismatch. Clash.
Okay, we did clash already. So now here's what we're going to do really quickly. Flip your paper. Finish writing. I'm going to give you the definition to a word, and you tell me if you can remember what word it is. So we just went through our words. So let's see if you can remember any of our words. Which word means being able to speak two languages? Olive.
Bilingual.
Good. Which word means quickly blinking one eye at someone because you share a joke or a secret? Libby. Winking. Good. Which word means you squeeze or crush something into a different shape? Avery.
Scrunches.
Scrunches. Good. Which word means you suggest? Oh, I just said the word. Never mind. Hold on. Which word means things that do not fit or belong together? Mikey. Mismatch. Which word means something that is soft and squishy? Soft and squishy. Jensen. Mushy. Good. Which word means when patterns look strange and ugly together? Teddy. Clash. Which word means it's something that the way that something is most often done? Ivy.
Unusual.
Usual. Which word means when you give ideas or plans for someone to think about? Suggest. Excellent. Good job, boys and girls. Good job. Okay.